Good afternoon, everyone. This is Karl F Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Monday, January 16th, 2023. And it's Martin Luther King's birthday, holiday. So I hope you're all having a good 3-day weekend and enjoying a safe and happy holiday. I was going to do a podcast concerning the Lions and the picks and all that, but after watching last night's, the second half of last night's Bengals and Ravens game, I decided to do this instead because to me it just seems as if the NFL is, well, you can put it one way, once either rigged or scripted, but in the third quarter, probably about, I think, midway through the third quarter, Baltimore was going along real good, and it looks like, and it was 17-17, and it appeared that Baltimore was going to get the go-ahead touchdown. They were on the goal line, about 2 yards out, actually. And for whatever reason, the quarterback, Huntley, for Baltimore, I think it was like either third and goal or fourth and goal, something like that. But he decides to do the leap from 2 yards out instead of 2 inches out. But from 2 yards out, it's just you just can't do it. He thought he could stretch over, but no human's arms are 6 feet long. You can't reach, can't have the football go over the plane in midair. So here he was in midair. The ball didn't cross the plane. A Bengal swatted it out, and that was technically a fumble, and right into the hands of Hubbard, I believe it was, who actually took the ball 98 or 99 yards all the way for a touchdown going the other way, and he either tied or broke a NFL record for that play. And basically that was it. That finished off Baltimore, because that just got Cincinnati all all revved up, got their defense going and everything, but there's more to it than that. First of all, I don't think I think Huntley's a smarter quarterback than that. I mean, you just don't jump out from 2 yards away. You either plow through. Plus, also, if even the commentators noticed that all the linemen were behind Huntley, so Huntley was out there in front, exposed to all the defenders, where it was just a no-brainer just to swat the ball out of his hand. So it just the play did not make sense. And I guess maybe the NFL is thinking that people aren't paying attention. Well, people are a lot smarter than what the NFL thinks they are. But there are a lot of people that would say that no, that was just the way it went. But I smell a rat here somewhere, and there's a good reason for it. Actually, a very good reason for it, because what this has done. It has set up the game for next week between the Bengals and the Bills in Buffalo. Now, the reason I say it was set up in a good way is because, if we all remember the tragedy, and I did that on my I did a video on that. I think on my other channel, or it might have been this maybe I might have done a podcast on it. But I think I did a regular video on it. I can't remember, on my main channel, and that's the @ symbol, Karl with a capital A, Rose with a capital R and photography with a capital P, all in one word. The hashtag that, and that's my main channel. Anyway, but on the previous game where they had the tragedy, it turns out that both teams decided to cancel that game, and which I think was a good thing. I think that was a good decision, considering things. So, but now, see, if Cincinnati had not won that game, the matchup between Buffalo and Cincinnati would not have happened. It would have altered the playoffs. But this really sets things up. So the teams rightfully canceled the other game. Now, because Cincinnati won, this is almost kind of like doing a replay, but instead of being in Cincinnati, it's in Buffalo. So we'll see how that goes. So that kind of gets the NFL off the hook too. So in a sense, the teams are actually getting a redo of the game that was canceled, even though it's a playoff game instead of a regular season game, which is fine for me. But it's the point that I'm getting at is that there are so many things, bad calls. And other games like the Seattle and the Rams, setting the stage for Seattle to win and knocking the Lions out, and now this that play that just the play last night just didn't make any sense at all, and any quarterback would have. I mean, he could have easily run around or done something different where the ball wouldn't have been just easily swatted out of his hand. But I'm just really suspicious of that whole play. And but if they're doing it, to get a rematch, that's one thing. But if the refs are making bad calls in other games to alter the effect of whether or not another team gets in the playoffs, well, that's just unacceptable, and I think there's a lot of favoritism going on in the NFL, and but there will be teams that will overcome this, and I'm referring to the Lions. So that's for a different podcast. But I just want to say that this last night's game was designed for the Bengals to win no matter what. So that way, there's going to be a replay of the canceled game. That's how I see it anyway. But anyway, leave. I just want to know what your thoughts are. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and because this podcast will be going on to my YouTube channel, Karl's Corner Podcast, and so if you go over there and watch it on YouTube, just leave a comment and let me know if you think this was a designed setup. I think it was, and in this particular case, maybe it's for the right reason, but it's just fishy, and the NFL is really they're not hiding their bias anymore, and it's getting pretty clear who the teams that they like and who the teams that they don't like are, and it's people are smarter than what the NFL are giving them. So anyway, well, that's it. Anyway, have a good day, and again, have a happy and safe holiday, and we'll talk to you next time.